This is my husband, Jared.
This is my wife, Jenny.
And this is Cherry Pie Cottage.
Episode 25.
What? We're a quarter of a century old.
Quarter of a century.
Woot woot. So, for those that are new, it just gets sillier. Sorry. So if you don't like it, don't stick around. But if you do, stick around. And thank you to all of our returning viewers. We live in Lubbock, Texas. And instead of snowstorms, we get dust storms. Like, really bad dust storms. I don't know if y'all saw my post on Instagram last week. Anyways, I put a post and it was a picture from up above the clouds of Lubbock and it was just covered in dirt. And that's the truth.
Was that a real picture of
Yes,
Lubbock?
it was from the Wednesday that we had that big,
No,
huge,
I know.
yes.
I saw it too, but I wasn't sure if it was really Lubbock or if there was somebody who was just being funny.
No, it was really Lubbock.
What you drinking, babe?
I'm drinking coffee in my Alaska mug with the moose on it, and it says, "I moose have coffee, have my coffee." And now he wants to talk about his Gigantor mug that he was supposed to take to work and not leave here. The thing doesn't even fit underneath our Keurig.
Look.
It takes 2 larges from our Keurig to fill it up.
Actually, the 2 larges only came to about right here.
So you probably could have got another large in.
Probably.
Glad you didn't do that.
Hey, her grandmother gave it to me.
And she was tickled pink, and she only did it because I said he didn't need that much coffee. Sometimes I wonder if she likes you better than me.
She might.
I don't know. I don't think she does. But
probably not.
So what's been going on, dear?
Well, there's about to be a new terrorist driving the streets of Lubbock.
Oh, don't say that. Don't use that word.
Our 16-year-old is about to, or well, she has started driver's ed.
She passed her written test, so we're just waiting on her certificate so we can take her into the DMV so she can get her provisional license. Yep. And then in 6 months, she'll be on the road by herself. That's
I don't know about 6 months.
She had at least minimum 6 months because she has to have that many hours of driving. So that's scary.
Maybe according to the state, but I don't know.
I'm not so worried about her. It's when the little man starts driving that it might be a year after he gets his provisional before I'm comfortable with it.
Or 2.
He's teaching them.
Yeah.
So once they've got the basics, then I might let them drive with me in the car. But the first few lessons are all him. I don't have the patience. I'm at home with them doing their homeschool all day. I can't do the driving thing too. You have more patience than I do.
I guess.
When it comes to that kind of stuff. I just need, I'm going to be hitting the pretend brake and the passenger side a lot. I know I am. So, or, grabbing the handle.
Oh yeah, that handle's going to get worn out.
I just broke myself of it with you. I've been very good.
Call it the oh crap handle. Everybody has one. It's that handle right there at the passenger side.
Mm-hmm. So. Problem is that ours also has the airbag in it, so I really shouldn't be grabbing that at all.
Yeah, no, probably not.
So that handle is more of for you to grab to get into the car, not to grab in case of an accident. So, anything else been going on?
Started a new position at work.
Woot woot.
Yeah.
Hopefully with a
raise soon.
Yes, but you have to wait till April to find out because
next month, couple weeks.
You have to wait a full year after your first pay raise, right?
I think standard raises are in April for everybody, but you have to be there for at least a year, I think, before you're eligible. So, but we'll see.
We have a prize to give away this week. I will do that later, not right now. Okay. I'm going to do it after this.
I'm trying to follow the script.
I know.
She's just like...
It's not really scripted. It's notes of, hey, let's talk about this. Because if it was scripted, this whole notebook would have been filled by now.
Yeah.
But, you going to talk?
Am I going to do all the talking? I mean, I will.
You did the list, so...
Oh, yeah. Okay. So...
Which we now have 579 YouTube friends.
What?
What?
Alright, so we are doing a world famous, world renowned, everybody's clamoring for it, Cherry Pie Cottage giveaway. For our 500 YouTube friends.
Yes.
Milestone. So what do you get, you might ask?
And there might still be a few more things thrown in.
There may be some surprise things that just happen into the bag. But first you get a Cherry Pie Cottage, one of a kind.
Never to be repeated.
Never to be repeated bag. In style or material.
Exactly.
So, you will get the one and only Cherry Pie Cottage lunchbox style bag. Is that really what they're called?
No, that I'm not calling. That's not a lunchbox.
That's what I keep calling it. But
no, it's a snap bag.
Snap bag. So Cherry Pie Cottage snap bag. Got some pink flowers in them on the inside.
You stuck to so much.
You got all the It's a Small World girls on there.
Flower girls.
So yeah, they look like the It's a Small World after all girls.
Anyways,
anyway,
what else do you get?
What else do you get is a skein, a full skein of Cherry Pie Cottage yarn in the unicorn colorway. It's not really a colorway, it's just called a unicorn because
what I call my ooks.
Because this yarn will also never be repeated.
Nope.
So it is a full skein of fingering socks, 75-25 superwash merino nylon, 463 yards. 463. And the one thing that's not cherry pie is a Julie Pooley Creations dangle fob.
Dangle fob?
It's a dangle fob.
Where did that word even come from?
Hey, if the Cozy Up girls can call it a dingle dop, I'm gonna call it a dangle fob. So y'all get your dangle fob.
Oh my dear.
So that is, as of right now, what is in the bag. And like I said, there might be something else thrown in. Maybe. We'll see.
And we're going to throw up my email so that...
We're going to put up her email. We're not going to throw it up. But
we're going to throw it up right here. So the winner, just email me your address so I can, and your full name so I can get it out to you.
All right. So YouTube does not number the comments, and that was the entry fee, was you had to comment on our last video, I love cherry pie.
Yes.
So
and we didn't want to pay for the apps that would do it for us.
Yeah. So since they didn't number it, I made a list. A 2-page long list. We had, let me see, 98 comments to choose from. So let's do it. Y'all get your Little Orphan Annie decoder pins out, and we'll see who our winner is, shall we?
Can I do the Siri this time?
Sure.
Okay.
You gotta use your phone now.
I know.
My Siri doesn't answer to you.
No, but your mind doesn't answer to you. Hey Siri. Give me a number between 1 and 97.
A random number between 1 and 97 is 76.
76. 76. June Beck.
I'll write it down.
June Beck. Congratulations, you are the winner
Woohoo!
of the 500 friend giveaway.
Woot woot! Congratulations!
So, we will be getting this prize out to you as soon as you comment, or as soon as you message her.
Not as soon. It might be up to a week afterwards. It just depends. I'm going to try and get it out as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. We will let you know.
Yes. Just email me, or if you don't want to email me, then message me on Ravelry or Instagram with your full name and address. And if you are from a foreign country, I might have a lot more questions on how your address is actually supposed to be formatted for the U.S. mail. I've had, me and the postal ladies at our post office have had some fun trying to figure out where all the numbers and letters go.
So that's our giveaway.
Woot woot.
We are going to do another one.
At 1,000.
At 1,000 friend.
Yep. I am almost at 1,000 friends on Instagram.
But it's okay.
Well, once I hit 1,000 friends on Instagram, I'm going to do a giveaway on Instagram too. So.
I may do one when I hit 60.
60?
I don't know how many I have.
I have like 800 and something. Ooh, I know. And I am like shocked and amazed that that many people want to follow me. That I'm that interesting. So we have a slightly big announcement to make. And no, it's nothing like Knit City. That's why I said slight announcement. But Cherry Pie Cottage will be doing an advent calendar this year for Christmas.
What?
What? Okay, so details. Pre-orders will be going up May 1st. We decided that we were going to do 20.
I think so, yeah.
20. But if those sell out like super, super quick, we might add another 10.
We may end up calling it the Hotcakes Advent Calendar because they sell like hotcakes.
Our plan, you will pre-order in May and then they will ship no later than November 1st. Wait, let me make sure November 1st
It's a long
is
time.
not on a weekend. I know, but that's the way it works.
All right, if that's the way it works.
Yes, because that's a lot of yarn to dye up.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday. So, November 4th, because the 1st we might be going to Plainview because the 4th is Grammer's birthday.
Ah.
So, what do you say, the 4th or the 8th?
What, for the pre-orders to go
No,
up?
to ship.
Oh, to ship.
Yeah, pre-orders will go up May, but they don't ship till this date.
Ship the
4th.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so they will go out no later than the 4th. However, they might go out sooner than that. So, should we tell them our theme or should we wait?
Let's wait.
It's a really good theme though. I'm excited about it.
What I want for Christmas.
No, that's not the theme.
I was going for a whole
But I did want to try.
Ralphie.
Can we drop a hint at least?
Okay, you can drop a hint.
Sisters, sisters. Nothing comes between me and my sister. And that's all you're getting. Figure it out. Moving on.
Please.
You laugh at that every time.
I do.
Not when it's me singing it though.
No. No, I laugh at that.
Yeah. So, now it's time for
Faux party. Don't even.
Do you have a faux?
I'm gonna dump my coffee on you.
Well, you never ask me, so I always have to ask you.
Hey, hun.
Yeah.
Have you finished anything lately?
Yes, I have 3. 2 of them I cast on and finished before since the last podcast.
It's like asking, did you remember to breathe today?
No, it's not, because I don't always have one. I don't.
Let the record show, and the record is there because it's on YouTube's. I could go back probably 9 out of 10 of the last episodes, and you would have an FO every single episode.
I do not always have one.
We're going to have to figure this out.
A lot of the times I do, but not all the time. Moving on. So, I finished my Zombody It's Cold Outside socks. Here, let me just do the one. On my Texas sock blockers. So, this is my vanilla sock version. Rounded toe, fish lips kiss heel, 18 rows of 1x1 rib. Sometimes it's 2x2, it just depends on my mood. And yeah.
Like in the same sock you mixed it up or what?
No,
oh.
No. My vanilla sock recipe.
Oh.
And then just a loose bind off, whatever mood I'm in. Yeah. So, there's that. But this is Zombody It's Cold Outside by Desert Vista Dye Works. And she is the queen of self-striping. I'll say that much. I love her yarn. I have a lot of her yarn. And I did not make my annual order with her because of Knit City. So I'm a little sad. I don't get new Desert Vista Dye Works yarn. And I don't have the leftovers because I already sent them to Laura from Knit for Brains.
What's she gonna do with them?
Knit socks.
Oh.
She's already knit them all the way to the heel. So she is super
I wish I
fast.
could just telepathically knit like they do.
She just got the yarn yesterday.
Telepathically.
Yeah, I don't know. But maybe it's because I am not a monogamous knitter, like not at all. But I've finished both of them. Woot woot. And now I can wear them because and these have been washed and blocked. So, and I don't like super tall socks. But I do want them up enough to where when I sit down, they're still under my pants leg. So my leg doesn't get cold. That bothers me. My other one was a test knit for Laura from Knit for Brains, which this pattern's not out yet, but she said it should be out before their next episode. So, it is called, let me get it out, Winter Wonderland of Minnie's Hat by Laura Brady of Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. It will not be on Ravelry, I believe. I believe she said that it's going to be on her Etsy shop only. She already has a cowl out and a shawl that you can purchase the PDF for on her Etsy shop. But I also used the bag she sent me for my birthday with all the pockets. And guys, let me tell you, this was the perfect bag to use. So there are 6 pockets. So each pocket has a yarn, and then the yarn in the middle was the yarn I was using at the time. So you can keep them in order and keep them all separated. These bags are amazing. Keep them separated. These bags are amazing. You're a dork. And you're just mad because you don't have nothing to talk about.
I'm not mad.
You're just throwing shade. Anyways. Yes, I said it. Get over it. If you can go, I'm going to keep them separated.
You know it was funny.
Anyways, so here's the hat. It's 7 minis. Now you could do it all in one color, and I want to do one in all in one color. And I think I want to do it in Kentucky Rain and use it as a, I know, and use, it's not your yarn, it's your colorway. It's your colorway you designed. But I want to do it in Kentucky Rain because that's That's Laura's favorite color from our shop. But, see? It's a little slouchy, but not too much.
Dropped a few stitches in there.
No, I didn't. It's supposed to be. See, there's lace.
There's a lot of holes in it.
And then there's more lace up here. Well, eyelets. But I'm fairly certain that I messed up the lace towards the end of the round because I wasn't paying attention. And I'd go back and fix it, but then like the last couple of rows, I was just like, no, I'm done. What?
Is that her growling?
No, she can just hear the kids in their room.
She's like good. She was growling.
She might, but I think that was more of Haley's drawer.
Oh, maybe.
But
anyways,
I
moving right
along. So there was nothing wrong with the pattern. It was me. It was like the last repeat in this lace. I messed up, and I went back to try and find where I messed up, and I couldn't find it. Couldn't find it, so I just fudged it at the end. But when I came back around, I was at the right stitch count, so I don't know what happened. But I do love the hat, and I highly recommend it. This did not take me but like 3 days, and it was like 3 days of, one of the days was like maybe 2 hours, and that was the rib and half of this section. So it does not take very long at all, and I did not get bored, which is a big thing. So it kept my attention. I knit on this exclusively, and not just because it was a test knit, but because I liked it. So y'all go follow her on Instagram and YouTube. Oh, excuse me. I have the hiccups now. But go follow her on YouTube and Instagram and all the interwebs. And buy this pattern. It's really fun. And then my last faux is my design. Which comes out Monday. Today is Friday. March 22nd. And this pattern comes out March. Do you need to call a parent?
No.
Okay. He always forgets his parents' birthdays.
I know. I remember when they. I know when they are. I just had to think real quick.
Panic much?
No.
This comes out Monday, March 25th, and it was knit out on on our DK 100 base out of dusk.
I really like that. Can I have that?
Why? What are you going to knit with it?
I don't know. I like it.
Out of dusk. And my new colorway, because Michael wanted red. And this was I designed this hat for him. So, Cherry. Look, no, that way. See, look. If I can get it right. They're almost the same color. What? So this is Cherry. It's knit out of cherry and dusk. And this is all that I have left from the hat. So it does not take much at all. So you can easily use scraps. But for those that want to use this update that is tomorrow is full of DK 100, including these two colors. But here's the hat. My dear boy. And he absolutely loves it. Can you put it on?
It's not my hat.
I know, and it's not supposed to be slouchy at all. It is supposed to be a beanie. But his head is a lot bigger than Michael's. But it pretty much covers his ears, just the very, very tips. So, but what you can do is you can do more ribbing, or you can do more of this stockinette section to make it longer. It's and I also put the stitch count in for the stitch pattern, so that way if you want to make it wider, you can. But you said that it was plenty wide, didn't you? That it wasn't tight or anything?
Yeah, it's not too tight, it's not too loose. You know, it's not like wearing a grocery bag on my head, so.
But you did say you would like it longer.
Yeah, a little bit. Me personally, I like to be able to flip the brims up.
You also like them like where they come well below your, like right there on your ear.
Yeah.
Whereas Michael wants them to just come below his ear. He doesn't want it any longer than that because then it bunches back here in the back, but you like yours kind of bunched back here. So because...
Keeps my neck warm.
Yeah. But he has a cowl, and he wants me to knit him more cowls, which is why he always wants me to knit him short hats, so he has an excuse to ask me to knit him more cowls. The boy loves his hand knit hats.
I love what that's doing.
So this was the dusk, and then this is the cherry. The dusk is a variegated, but it's not like super different variegated. And this one's a tonal. But I love this colorway. I want a sweater out of this. Or a cardigan, I don't know. But yes, if you really want this, that's fine. But I was going to knit you a My Dear Boy hat, but do the blue at the bottom and the red at the top.
Okay.
Unless you want...
No, that'll be fine.
Unless you want this exact same thing, just bigger.
No.
Or how about you take this and you knit yourself a My Dear Boy hat?
Because it's not my pattern, it's your pattern.
But you are married to me, and you get the pattern for free.
So ipso facto, it's my pattern?
No, it's my pattern. But, so, for, let's see, it's March. Let's do April. So, April, May, June, July, August, September. So, until the end of September, all proceeds from this hat will be donated to Wounded Warriors. So, for the first 6 months, or, well, until the end of October. September. Beginning of October. All proceeds from this hat, sale of the hat pattern, will go to Wounded Warriors. So, and if you don't know what Wounded Warriors are, I'll let him explain.
The Wounded Warrior Project. It's not Wounded Warriors. Wounded Warrior Project aids and gives assistance to military members that were injured in the line of duty. I don't know, I mean, I would imagine they help with prosthetics, with therapy, with mental counseling as well. So, that's who the proceeds are going to go to. Look them up, it's woundedwarriorproject.org. So.
And it's for, is it just veterans or is it like cops and stuff too?
It might be for cops and firefighters as well.
And now for something completely different. What's in the news today, dear?
Hang on. Ah. Somebody threw a Coke at my head at work today.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know, but luckily it was a soft drink.
You're gonna make me drop a stitch. Okay, let's put this down. What else is in the news today?
Did you hear about the skunk that drowned in the river?
No.
Yeah, he stank right to the bottom.
I have some news.
What?
What? Michael told me about this.
Oh.
Yeah. What did Europe say to Asia when they couldn't find their pan? Can I borrow Japan? Came up with that one all by himself. It was funny.
Did you see in the news that there's a new band that just started?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're called Saran.
Saran Wrap?
And they mostly rap. But
I heard that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry.
But it's okay. The good news is that they'll probably stick together for a while.
Huh. Anything else in the news today, dear?
No. You'll just ruin my punchlines.
Oh, stop. That one was a very obvious punchline, though. Now it's time for Whip It. Whip It Good. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to keep going? Or do you want to talk?
How many do you have? 7.
5. Rude.
Well, here, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go first, so that way you can just have the camera. All right. So.
That was rude.
I am working still on the Ditto pattern by Angie. And I've knit one of these before, but it was all in one colorway. But this time, I'm mixing it up.
And it was also a variegated colorway.
Yeah, a variegated colorway. So you couldn't really, it's kind of hard to see the cables and the pattern in it.
I saw it, I thought it was beautiful.
But I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see the cables in this one.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure you're right, dear.
So, this is with my Knit Picks Swish Worsted in the Marine Heather colorway. That's the blue. And the orange is my Barocco Ultra Alpaca in the...
Orange. I think Barocco does numbers.
No, they do, but there's also a name. And it's in my Ravelry stash, but I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head.
Oh.
But in the orange colorway.
The orange colorway.
Yep. So, let me know if y'all can see the pattern. And it is still a little tight when I put it on. And when I put it on, like these two rows right here, or columns, like where the cable is, as it stretches, it like puts a little dimple in it.
I think with me blocking it though, that's gonna fix it.
I hope so. I hope when it blocks, hopefully that'll block out.
It should.
But yeah, there's my new Ditto, and I gotta finish this, and then I start my decreases actually.
Woot woot, and then you can cast on your My Dear Boy hat.
And then I can cast on my Dear Boy. My.
When we talk about that, can you put how it's spelled?
Yeah.
At the bottom of the screen. Okay. And that'll be on my, this hat will be on my Ravelry pattern store. So it's not going to be in the Etsy shop. Is that all you have?
That is all I have.
Okie dokie. So, since I finished a pair of DVD socks, I cast on another pair.
DVD socks?
Desert Vista Dye Works.
I don't know if it was just a pair of socks you worked on while we watched movies or something.
No. We're gonna just see if I can get this tape off without tearing the label.
There.
Nope, ain't gonna work. Okay.
No, not that one. Need that one. Sorry.
Why? He's gonna be a problem in Canada. Guys, I'm apologizing in advance for him. Because
what are you saying to the people?
I apologize.
What's the other word for that?
I'm not saying it.
Sorry.
He's not doing it to be mean. That's just his personality. So he's not making fun of y'all. It's just.
So if you're at Knit City and you see me with a piece of duct tape over my mouth,
I did it.
It's probably because I couldn't control myself.
Moving on to what I'm actually talking about now. After, you were just sitting there talking to yourself in a Scottish accent.
I was talking to my knitting. You have to talk to it.
Oh, okay. Anyways, Desert Vista Dye Works on the Viso base, which is 75/25 superwash merino nylon. Approximately 462 yards, but it's the Sleeping Zombody, which Aurora is my favorite princess. So I have been dying to cast these on for a while. And I kept casting on other socks for some reason. But here it is in the cakes, because I do 2 at a time. And I have no clue what this is. This is just leftovers in my stash.
It's like a salmon color.
No, it's not a salmon color. It's a pink. But
I thought salmon was a pink.
Salmon is closer to coral. It's like a...
Isn't coral pink?
Pinky orange.
Isn't coral pink?
Just drop those anywhere.
I would have laughed if one bounced into your cup of coffee.
It's empty. So I don't have a clue what this is. And it's really driving me nuts because I'd really like to remember what it is. I think it was called Indian Paintbrush, the colorway, but I cannot remember the dyer, and it's a Texas dyer. Poop.
Yarn Carnival?
No.
Savvy Skins?
Like, I bought this like when we first started knitting. This was like...
Texas.
Yes, it is. She is most definitely from Texas.
Oh, I'm thinking Long Dog. Long Dog is from...
Savvy Skeins is definitely Texas.
Savvy Skins is Texas.
So, that looks really bad holding them together like that. So let's not do that. That looks naughty. So...
Really?
It does. So I'm not doing that. Anyway, so I have no clue. I know the colorway name is Paintbrush. No. Indian Paintbrush. So I don't know what that is. But that's what I'm going to use for heels, toes, and cuffs. And here's what I've got so far. I'm hoping I have enough of this left over to do my heels and cuffs, but we'll see. If not, then I'll be figuring something else out. But I'm enjoying it. And since we're going to LTC next month, I can really get some work done on them there.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Why are you excited?
Because we're going to get to go to the McKinney Knittery.
Yes, and we're going to go to West 7th Wool in Dallas, or in Fort Worth.
McKinney Knittery is the only place in Texas that carries Long Dog yarn.
He's so excited. He's been wanting some of her yarn. I'm excited about going to West 7th Wool because they have a wide variety of Texas dyers. So I'm excited. She has Savvy Skeins too, I think. Or did she?
Who?
West 7th Wool. I know she has a lot of Madeline Tosh.
Yeah.
FYI, did y'all know Madeline Tosh is from Texas? Dallas area.
Claim to fame.
Woot woot. Not the only claim to fame.
If it wasn't for Madeline Tosh, nobody would know where Texas was.
Oh, whatever. Whatever. Oh, and this was in my use so-and-so sushi bag. My next project is one that has been on the needles for a ridiculous amount of time. And I thought I was going to get to the point where I could finish it, and then I realized that I have one more repeat to do.
I have longer ones.
I know you do, but this one's been on the needles for probably 2 years. Like, I believe I cast this on in the rental house. It's a scarf, and I've talked about it before. It's the Visually by Janina Calillo. And I think my problem is it's a scarf, but I thought since it had lace sections in it that would get me through it, but I was wrong. So here we go. And it's really not, I mean, I guess technically I could just be done, but not really. So I still have to finish this repeat, and then I have another one. I thought I only had to finish this one and then I was done, but I was wrong. So it might be another year before I finish it because it's a scarf. I do love the project and I do love the yarn I'm using. It's just I only can work on it in spurts because it's so stinking long and I think I'm almost done, and then I get discouraged and I put it away. And this is this is in a bag that I got around Christmas time for the Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted. I had gotten some yarn and she made a bag and sent with it too, which is pretty cool. So the yarn that I am using is Whip Yarns Sock Rock, which is 75/25, 463 yards. Sleeping Beauty. Of course, you know I had to buy it because it's Sleeping Beauty. And the other colorway is by Spun Right Round. Glow Bugs on her Superwash Sock 80/20. And here it is. So I had been carrying the yarn up the side, but then I kept forgetting, so I just cut it now. And And I'll just have 12 million ends to weave in, so that adds another year before it'll be done. I hate weaving in ends. Oh, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. So there's that project. Year and a half, no, 2 years in the making, just about. Actually, no, I think it has been 2 years. She wants back in.
Yep.
So, show you how much I hate weaving in ends.
We'll let the dog in.
Okay. I carried the yarn on the inside for my Dear Boy hat. So if you do it really loosely, you can do that. See? There's the other side. Can't even see it. So I hate weaving in ends. And you don't have any other projects, right?
I do not.
Okay. Well, I have another pair of socks on the needles. And yes, technically it's a vanilla sock, but I am using a No Makers Mini Skein bundle, the farm stand one. So there's all the colorways. You can't get this anymore, so I don't feel the need to go through all the colorways again. But there's 8 mini skeins total, and I've gotten 5 of the 8. We're trying to get her to lay down on her bed.
Go lay down.
She just came in, so she's super excited.
Yeah.
So, the white and the brown are both Knit Picks Stroll. The white is white. And the brown is Grizzly Heather. So, and the brown will be Heels, Toes, and Cuffs. But I'm doing a self-striping. Like, make your own self-striping. And because of the way that I'm weaving in my ends as I go, so I don't have to do it in the end. Hallelujah. So, I've got to get these 3 in, and then I can put the heel in, because I know it will be long enough. So if I could just get it to that point and not knit on something else. Right? Lately I've been wanting just like mindless knitting, which is, I put another 3 inches on my Cipolla sweater too. I'm not going to show you that because you can't really tell I put that much on. But it's a fingering weight sweater, so 3 inches, that's a lot, because there's a lot of stitches. Because if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of a big girl, so... But, let's see, what else? Oh, this one. Which, Jamie from Cozy Up is also working on a Cipolla. And we both have to finish ours before Knit City, because that's what we've challenged each other to. So let's see if either one of us actually fulfill that challenge. So I would like to be able to wear mine at Knit City, but if it's hot, I'm out. Sorry.
I don't think it's going to be hot in Vancouver.
I mean, like, if it's, because it's at a conference center, I'm going to want to do layers. And if I wear just a sweater, I'm not going to be able to really layer. So...
See, I don't know why, and I know I'm not right in this, but like in my head, I just picture this whole Knit City thing being outside. I don't know why.
It's not. It's a conference center.
No, I know. It's just in my head, I'm thinking, okay, we're going to be out, it's going to be outside, there's going to be tables and booths and...
Well, if it was outside, then for sure I would wear it.
It's going to be like a Renaissance festival.
But if it's like 50 degrees or higher, I'm probably not going to wear it. I might bring it and just kind of drape it over me. Look, I finished it! You
could wear it like a 90s preppy person. Have it over your shoulders and
I might just,
have the sleeves tied.
Yeah, I might just stick it in a backpack or put it on the backpack so you can see that I finished it while we're there. But
tie it around your waist.
Yeah. I get very hot indoors when we're moving around a lot. So it's probably going to be more of like a t-shirt and a cardigan is probably what I'm going to be wearing. Maybe a shawl. I don't know. We'll see. So this project is one that I know is going to take me forever because it's lace and brioche, and I've never done brioche. So that should be interesting. But it's the Snap That wrap by Cozy Up Knits, because we love those girls. And I want to knit pretty much all their patterns. But it just takes me forever because I am not a monogamous knitter. Not at all. So this is how far I've gotten. I've added quite a bit since last time. Because I had more than this, but I frogged it and switched the color I had for this for a different one. So, and yes, it is that bright. The colorway is actually called Eye Searing Pink by Twisted Owl.
Not to be confused with Pank Pank.
Pank Pank is mine. I just haven't put it out yet. I should probably do that. It's springtime.
Pank Pank.
Yeah. Pink Pink and Hot Green. Coming soon. Don't know when. Don't hold me to that. I want to get it out there. But I want to come up. My idea is to come up with some more neon brights and put them together in a mini skein set when I release the full skeins too. So, but we'll see if that actually happens. I might just jump the gun. But my contrast 2 is Hedgehog Fibers. This one. So pretty. Cheeky. See? That's where the tag, that's where the price tag was, and I took it off. So. And then my third color is Sweet Georgia, which is actually from Canada. Yeah. When I saw Sweet Georgia for the first time, we didn't have any friends in Canada, and I thought it was from Georgia, like the state of Georgia here. But this colorway is Snowfall. Then I found out it was from Canada, and I was like, oh, that's why we don't find it very often. So, but there's that. I do love it. It's just, when I knit on it, I have to be able to sit down and concentrate on it. And lately, that has not been what I've been wanting to do. Because I have been dying up a storm. Because I dyed all the pre-orders.
Literally.
Yes. Except for this round that I just recently put up. Those are not dyed yet. So, if you just ordered...
No, I'm saying you literally dyed up a storm.
How did I dye up a storm? Oh, yeah. We'll get to that. I forgot that.
It's literally a storm.
Yes. But no, that's...
You'll see.
Yeah. He's kind of excited. He really, really likes this colorway.
I do.
So y'all buy it or he might steal it. Then I did a whole other section and a half of one. Of this one. This is Your Slip is Showing by Casapinka. And Laura from Knit for Brains is knitting one of these too. Y'all should check hers out. I helped her pick out her colors.
Such a good friend.
I know. It was fun, actually. I had a lot of fun helping her. So here's mine. From here to here. It's so pretty and it is addicting, but again, I have just been wanting to sit there and knit in the round, which is why I finished socks and cast on another pair of socks, and I added 3 inches to my sweater. So, but colors are, well, the purple is, which is the one that's being carried throughout mostly. Right now it is by Lamb Woman Knits. Let's just pull the skein out. That'll be easier. Is that one. And it's called The Luckiest. Which, by the way, y'all go check out her shop. She started dying again. So excited. And I dropped a tag. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And then the pink, or the yellow is Cherry Pie Cottage, Lemon Poppy Seed. I don't want to show you the tag because it's our old tags. I've updated them since, but there you go. Cherry Pie Cottage on Etsy. Then we have the pink Hedgehog Fibers pinky swear. You would think that I love this really bright pink.
Where would anybody get that idea from?
This and gray are my favorite colors.
I just can't imagine how anybody would think that.
And then the blue is pineapple yarn. Colorway Like My Shirt. Which she has closed her shop for like a month.
Who?
Just recently. Pineapple yarn.
Pineapple yarn?
Pineapple yarn. Which her yarn is good.
Pineapple
too.
comes from the two words pine and apple.
Go ahead, finish.
When we lived in Okinawa, there was a pineapple park where they grow pineapple.
And we went there a lot.
And we went there several times.
It's one of our favorite places.
Which I'm glad I was not the only one who was shocked at how.
Let's
I'm not going to tell them how, but shocked at how pineapples grow. Absolutely just.
How do you think pineapples grow?
How do pineapples grow?
Tell us down below.
But anyway.
We'll tell you next week.
So in Japan, you know, they have this part.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okinawa's part of Japan. Anyway, on Okinawa, we went to this park and they've got you ride through on these little electric golf carts that are on a pre-programmed route and everything, and there's a little informational thing playing over the speakers, and they've got an English version and obviously a Japanese version, but the English version, that's what they say. They say pineapple, and I won't do the accent, but pineapple comes from two words, pine and apple. You don't say. So
it was just funny because she says it so politely and very informationally.
Yes.
Like very exciting.
Very matter of fact. Just comes from two words, pine, apple.
Yeah. There's more explanation, but that always cracked him up.
It's like they had a pine and they had an apple. Pineapple.
Don't. Just stop there. Do not go on to that stupid song. Now it's time for...
Story time.
Story time. Texas story time.
Story time, y'all.
This is Texas, y'all. Okay.
I think we're on the F's.
Were we on the F's?
Yeah, because we did the E's last time.
We were on the F's. Ooh. See, Texas is a...
Sorry, go ahead.
Texas is a state of mind. Texas is an obsession. Yes, it is. Above all, Texas is a nation in every sense of the word. Yes, we are. John Steinbeck, winner of the 1962 Nobel Prize in Literature. Don't know why that's in the F's, but cool. I like that. We are a nation all unto ourselves. Yes. Even though the rest of the country doesn't think so, we like to think so. Yes. You ask us, it's funny, if you ask us where we're from, and we're not in the U.S., even if we're in the U.S., we'll always say we're from Texas. Yeah. Not America, we're from Texas.
Yep. So, I have a question, and I'm gonna hold this up to show.
We'll cover the...
Cover what?
The word. Or are you
not that's what I'm showing. Okay. That's what I'm showing.
Okay.
Does anybody else do this? There's a bag of Fritos with chili and sour cream and cheese, and it's a Frito chili pie. It says, also known as a stomach grenade. Frito pie, at its most basic, is just a scoop of chili on Fritos, served right from the bag. Add some cheese, sour cream, onions, salsa, or whatever else you can dream of, and you've got dinner for Friday night's game. I don't care about Friday night's game.
No.
But Frito chili pie.
Mm-hmm. We add cheese and sour cream.
Yes.
Yep. And Wolf Brand chili. No beans. There are no beans in chili.
If you know beans about chili, you know there ain't no beans in chili.
Yes.
You want to see my impression of a nosy pepper? A jalapeno face. It's an extra one for y'all.
Do y'all see what I married? Let's see. Fiesta. Which I would love to be able to go down and do the Fiesta at one point. It's a 10-day party in San Antonio. Originated in 1891 with the Battle of the Flowers, a parade honoring the heroes of the Alamo and San Jacinto that was inspired by the flower festivals in Mexico, France, and Spain. So, to celebrate defeating the Mexicans, we're going to do one of their flower festivals.
Yep.
Totally makes sense. And we defeated the French and the Spanish.
And the British.
Mm-hmm. But Texas alone, like, we defeated both of those.
Oh, that's G's.
Yes.
So, yeah.
You should read that one. I read a quote, so you read a quote.
But this quote is not true.
We are those weirdo Texans that don't do sports. Not even football.
Can't be bothered with it.
No.
It says football is to Texas what religion is to a priest. And that was Tom Landry, former head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, which I think is a football team.
It is. Don't even say you think, you know.
Hand-egg
we
team.
may not watch football, but you know the Dallas Cowboys are a football team.
Hand-egg.
It's football. Stop. My dad is a sports fanatic, so I grew up with the sports. I could not stand them. So glad I'm married. Man, that doesn't do sports.
Even when he comes to our house, he wants to watch the sports.
He came to visit us in Okinawa trying to find sports, and I said, sorry, Dad, it's Japan. They don't have that, even though we had American cable.
You know the sport I do want to learn, and I would play it. It's cricket. I cannot figure it out. Oh, curling?
Yeah, I thought you wanted to learn how to do curling.
Well, yeah, curling too. Curling's like shuffleboard on ice. But cricket, I have watched it. I haven't really studied it, but I have watched it, and I cannot figure it out. Okay? There's a stick on other sticks, and you hit a ball with a paddle, and I do not understand it. So if somebody out there understands cricket, of course, a very wise man once said that you got to know what a crumpet is to know what cricket is.
And who said that?
Raphael from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Moving on. So there's not a lot of F's, so we're going to save them for next time. We're going to move our marker, and we will do G's next time. Not a lot of G's either.
Not a lot of G's.
So, Texas, y'all.
Story time.
Okay, so before I keep forgetting to tell y'all, the shawl that I'm wearing is my triple treat shawl, patterned by Cozy Up Knits. The yarn Barn Owl on her silky single ply, and the colorway was a Golden Girls one. It's, picture it, Sicily. That's what it is. I'm not a Golden Girls fan at all, but I liked the colorway. So, there you go.
So
Okay.
I have a cast-on-itis.
What? That is not a cast-on.
This is a cast-on-itis.
No, because you're not even making it. Show it in my precious.
Okay, fine.
Speaking of which.
My precious! So I get to show it now. So, not knitting, not yarn, but, I mean, I would make it, but I don't know how. I don't know how to read the pattern. So her mother is gonna make it for me, and I may get her to teach me how.
Cause she sews, like, really well.
Not that one. Not the fancy one with the ascot and all the richness, but just the basic vest. I need vests for reasons.
Not gonna explain it all.
Not gonna explain. Vest.
I don't care if you do.
So.
You didn't think I would care? You thought I would care?
I thought you would want me to go into it.
You've mentioned that you got your license to carry.
Okay, so I'm waiting for it to come in the mail right now. Hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully. But it's getting to summertime. And I want to be able to wear it. I want to be able to carry it on Sundays. So.
Because he's gonna.
Vest. I need something, you know, with it getting warmer, I can't always wear my suit or a jacket. So.
And at the church,
vest.
when you enter a church building, it has to be concealed, right?
Yes, in churches. Well, actually, it's up to the individual church. So please don't go to a church if you don't have permission. Yeah. So
you have to have permission
from the church. You have to have permission.
Yes, and he has permission.
Explicit permission.
Yes.
Okay, but anyway, so I won't hold it too close because I did have to pay for this pattern.
So then don't flip it around at all.
But there's.
Well, no, you can see that normally when you buy the pattern in the first place.
That's true. You can just go to the store and see this. So there's the pattern. I don't understand it.
That's just what comes in the pattern. I don't think that's the actual pattern.
Well, no. It's all the stuff that you need.
It's like at the beginning of a knitting pattern. It tells you all the stuff you need and... Yeah,
but like some of this stuff I don't really understand. Like that. I don't understand what's going on there.
These are your parts.
Right.
The pattern that you're going to cut out for parts.
Right. I get that. And it's got little asterisks.
Let me see.
Down at the bottom. So.
Oh, I understand this. These are your sizes.
Right. Those are the sizes.
This right here tells you how much fabric you need for each part.
5/8 of an inch?
Yep.
Why would you need 5/8 of an inch?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. But her mother's going to make it for me. I'm going to pay her in smoked turkey.
Yeah. And she said she'd do it for free, but he had already offered it.
And I may get her to teach me how to do all that. So that way I could do it myself. Which would be interesting to see. I made a sweater. Why can't I make a vest?
Because a sweater is a lot more forgiving than fabric. Because you're actually making the fabric as you're making the sweater. Whereas this, you cut the fabric and then put it together.
Yeah.
Yarn is more
I
forgiving.
built doors for a year. I think I can measure fabric.
Okay.
We'll see. But that is my cast-on-itis / my precious! What do you have, babe?
Like I said, Lamb Woman Knit started dying
When did
again.
you start liking that color?
I don't know. All my life? Well, actually, no. Because our wedding, I refused to have pink. It was purple. And then I came back to hot pink. I have always liked hot pink. When we got married, I was in that phase of my life where every girl likes pink. I don't like pink. Secretly, I did. But anyways, this is Lamb Woman Knits, which y'all should go check her out. She has I love all of her colorways. All of them. I want all of them. This is called Raspberry Full, and it's her DK, which is 75/25 superwash merino nylon, 246 yards.
Full spelled F-O-O-L, not F-U-L-L.
I didn't say foul. I said full.
F-U-L-L. Full, like the tank is full.
Raspberry full.
Never mind. I was just clarifying.
Does it matter? No.
To somebody it might.
Nazi grammar.
Yeah.
Does not matter at all. You go to her website, you will find Raspberry Full. Anyways, so I have not opened this yet. I want to. And it's wonderfully sheepy smelling.
It is. I smelled it.
Super soft.
I give it my nose of approval.
Look at that. Oh. See, I could just wear it like this, like a headband. It's gorgeous. No, I won't. I will knit it into a hat or something. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I love it so much. So Jamie, this is how you do a skein. You do it, tell us tight, under your chin.
Does she always have problems with skeining her yarn?
Yes. Pull it through the loop, and then grab the other end and twist it around itself. There you go.
Well, it should twist around itself on its own.
Yeah, but it helps if you guide it. Otherwise, it gets kind of sloppy.
I see.
So that was my precious. So because we are saving our money.
Who's texting you?
Laura, we're podcasting.
We are podcasting.
We love you though.
I swear.
We love you though.
Between her texting with Laura and our daughter texting with her cousin, just all night.
Mine doesn't vibrate. Mine is, you got a text message. Text messages are cool. It's the Doctor Who.
But just all night long. Text message. Text message.
It's not our fault you don't have a friend. Okay, now it's time for shop news. So this pattern, Canada Friends, is coming out April 1st. I have already had one round of pre-orders that I've closed, dyed up, and sent out. Those are guaranteed to get there before the pattern comes out. Unless you're in Canada. I'm really hoping that I gave it enough time. You should. But when I dyed up those pre-orders, I put these in the shop like 2 days ago and they're still there. This is Sidebar on Fingering Sock, which is this color. So if you want them, these are ready to ship in the shop.
As of right now.
Yes. But if these are gone, there are pre-orders up for these, the mini skein set, and oh, and there's also DK100 Sidebar ready to ship. And what?
I don't know. I was getting like a Fritos smell, but no, it's sheep.
You're weird. They do not smell like Fritos. The pre-orders will be closing April 3rd. It will take a minimum of a week after April 3rd before those are ready to be shipped. So a week after April 3rd, that's when they will be shipping. Minimum. It might take longer. I don't know. I hope not, but I'm not going. Anyways, I don't want to stress myself out. So, but I have a shop update tomorrow. By the time this goes up, it's Monday, so some of these may not be in the shop. But I have Dusk on DK100 going in the shop. It's in the hat. That's what I use to knit the hat with.
So that's what it cakes up like.
Yes, and it knits up like that.
Am I the only one who loves seeing how yarn just cakes up?
No.
And how it knits up? I love,
No.
when I cake yarn up, I love seeing how it,
I think that's a normal knitter thing.
I think this gives you a better idea of what it'll knit up like than this.
Yeah.
So
and Cherry on DK100. By the way, if you like this, but you don't want it on DK100, there is ready to ship on in the shop right now already, Fingering Sock and Dusk, which is why I didn't dye any of this up. But Cherry, new colorway, in the shop. Yeah, let's do this one. Mustard.
Ooh, it
Fingering
smells like
Sock.
too.
It does not. Fingering Sock and DK100. Not that far, but holding it back here, they can't really see it.
They can see it just fine.
Anyways. Emu Eggs, DK100. And that color is not, I cannot get this color to show up right.
It's showing up more blue.
And it is a blue, but it's like a peacock blue more.
Yeah.
And I had troubles.
Like a dark emerald blue.
Yeah.
Or green, rather.
I had troubles getting this to show up when I was taking pictures of it for the shop. So,
yeah,
but I took it out in the sun, so apparently, and that's the way it looks out in the sun, so.
I don't know.
But anyways, Fingering Sock too. Emu Eggs. And then Clouded. I restocked it on Fingering Sock, and I dyed some up on DK100. Yeah, all three of those would go really good together. Or if you're going for a fade.
Ooh. Ooh, I have that ski hat pattern that takes like 3 colors.
You're not stealing yarn from the shop.
No, of course not.
You tell me not. No. No. You tell me not to.
You do anyways.
I diet. I work for it.
Oh.
So, but I also think that those would go good. We already showed that, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we showed those.
So.
Yeah.
I know. It's fine. It's a tonal.
That's how you know it's handmade. I like it though. I think that'll work in pretty well with it.
Mm-hmm. So.
What else do you have in your basket of fun?
Then, new Wizard of Oz colorway.
This is the literal storm I was talking about.
It's called, it's a twister.
It's a twister. A twister.
So, fingering sock and DK100. But look at those speckles.
You want to tell them what the inspiration for it is?
I already said it's a Wizard of Oz colorway.
Well, you said it's.
But it's the scene where she is sitting on her bed looking out the window with all the things flying by because her house is literally in the tornado. So, and it's sepia colored.
I like it.
So, I think that this would make a gorgeous sweater. That would work.
Maybe like that.
Or maybe the blue
Where?
instead of the emu.
Instead of the emo.
With the mustard. Or you could even do the gray. Or the gray. Without the dusk. Without dusk.
Oh, I'm dropping all the wrong ones.
Dusk is blue!
I was just looking at the camera.
So mustard, clouded, and it's a twister. So, but look at those speckles. So, 2 new colorways. It's a twister, which is on DK100 and fingering. And cherry. No, it's called It's a Twister because I couldn't figure out how to spell It's a Twista. And I didn't think that that would make a lot of sense. So I just... It's a Twister. That's the name. Because only one of the characters says, "It's a Twista! It's a Twista!" And that was not Uncle Henry. That was one of the farm hands.
It was the one that was lion.
Yeah.
Hunk. Wasn't Hunk the...
No, Hunk was the scarecrow.
Oh, okay.
So, that's the yarn that's going in the shop update. However, next week is a bag update. And I have a question for y'all. I made up some prototypes of drawstring bags. This is the small, so it would be the sock size, but it's still pretty big. I mean, mostly fits on my head.
Zeke.
Yeah. It mostly fits on my head. This is the prototype, so this one won't be in the shop, but nor will this fabric, because this is all I had. But there's the small.
Did you shorten the drawstrings?
Nope.
Oh. Because I remember there was the one where you had like, it seemed like you had like 60 feet of drawstring.
It's this one because this is the large, so this would be like a sweater. So, but you see it's barely dangling out the sides, but when you do, it's long.
Yeah.
But that's because I have to, otherwise it wouldn't fit. So here's the large. Probably will not be a medium. But, and this fabric won't be in there either. But let me know down below if y'all would be interested. There's, left that inside.
No interfacing?
No. So, and I used macrame. 100% organic cotton macrame. Rope, yep.
Cord.
So it's super soft. But it was more, it's soft, and to me it works better than the other cords. I didn't want to put ribbon because ribbon tends to tear. But this is meant to be hardy and it's soft still.
I wonder if there's a macrame community.
Probably.
Like there's a knitting community, a crochet community. I wonder if there's a macrame. Is anybody out there macrame?
I don't know. I don't.
I don't either.
So I have no use for it.
I think
That's
my
the main
dad
reason.
knows how to macrame.
Probably. But anyways, so large, small. Let me know if y'all are interested in these. And I might put some in, probably not this next update because I'm going to have to already have the fabric cut out. But I will get some in soon. So the next update, I put up polls on...
Polls only work when there's a majority opinion.
Yeah, so one, it was the princesses. They did win, but it was like 51% to 49%. So I'm going to do both. So we have princess, and it's just 3 princesses. It's Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, and Cinderella. So that'll be the outside, and then here's your inside fabric, which I think is cute. What?
No, just looking.
So, and then the other one was Mickey.
Oh, I like that Mickey one.
So this one's Mickey and Friends. It's not just Mickey. It's a lot of them. I think they're friends, because there's Donald Duck.
Somewhere.
Right there. It's hard to do. I can't figure it out. And the inside will be the Steamboat Willie, or Steamboat Mickey. Now you want the fabric for yourself, don't you? No. And this is a different Mickey fabric than what I had before, by the way. Yeah. This is not the same thing. And I don't think I have a lot. And I don't think I can get it again. So, so next week's update will be princess bags and
Mickey bags.
Mickey bags. So no clue. Probably there'll be some larges because my larges, y'all, I can't keep them in stock. Y'all keep buying them up. It's not a bad problem to have.
I think those Mickey bags are going to be so fine.
Don't. Anyways, so those will be in the shop next week.
Hey, Mickey.
Moving on. Wow, dear. You are just loopy tonight.
A little bit.
We're recording on Friday night. We don't normally.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow we have to drive to Plainview to help move my grandmother into her new place. So. But anyways, next week, large for sure. I probably should do medium with those and not smalls. Unless y'all want smalls. So.
You should do a poll.
No. I might do a poll, so y'all might see those up before this podcast goes up. But that's all I have for shop news. So, My Dear Boy comes out Monday when this episode comes out. I know. It's not really shop news. This is Ravelry pattern news. And Canada Friends comes out April 1st. Get your yarn.
So now it's time for...
What's on the mantle? No, you cannot keep that and keep replaying it every time.
No, of course not. Why would I?
You're going to anyways.
So...
I can't reach mine. I'm afraid I won't break it. Can you grab it? Snow globes this time. His water's nasty.
Yeah, this is kind of old. I think I got this back in like 2001 or 2002, somewhere around there.
From where?
I'd rather not say.
Just say it, because I'm going to say it anyways.
I think I got it from Hot Topic. And I'm not proud of that. So, Jack Skellington cutting out a little... Trying to do a snowflake, but it comes out as a spider. And when you shake it up, there's even little loose ones floating around in there. But the water is.
Does yours make noise?
Does it play music? No.
Yeah.
No. Can I finish talking about
mine? Yeah, I'm not going to let
it
play. I'm just going to wind it up real quick.
Rude. But yeah, the water's gotten all cloudy, and I think the glass is even kind of cloudy.
He cleaned the glass off.
Yeah, I cleaned the glass with, like, Windex, but... Anyway. It's my Jack Skellington snow globe. Okay. Now you may play with yours.
Wizard of Oz! It's the Wicked Witch.
Witch is dead.
So, it even has the Winkies at the front. They're the wrong color though. They're supposed to be green. They're not.
Why are they not green?
I don't know. It's weird.
Now they're just oddly dressed Swiss Guard.
Yeah. That's weird. They're supposed to be green. But you have the Wicked Witch and the monkey, and she's looking in her globe.
So it's a snow globe within a
Fly,
snow globe?
monkeys, fly! No, because it doesn't actually move. I think it's just resin.
Oh, that'd be cool if it was a snow globe in the snow globe.
But mine plays Ding Dong, the Wicked Witch is dead. Ding Dong, the witch is dead. Witch, old witch, the Wicked Witch.
It is.
Ding
It's
dong,
really weird that the
Wicked Witch
Winkies
is
are not
dead.
green.
It really is.
They're supposed to be green.
It is weird.
Of course, the Wicked Witch looks nothing like the Wicked Witch.
But mine came from like more expensive place. Now I can't remember. Hartford something. No, it's not Hartford Crystal. It's a place that sold like.
It's not the Franklin Mint.
No.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
It doesn't say. But anyway, that's what's on the mantle this week.
Yeah. Because y'all know I love Wizard of Oz, so I thought it was appropriate to have a Wizard of Oz snow globe.
So now it's time for the tail end. And we're just going to let that play on. Or, you know, force it to end early.
Okay. Done.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Now it's time for the tail end.
I already said that.
I know. Saying it again, because I can.
So, just a reminder, June Beck, get in contact with us somehow.
Yes.
And we'll get your prize out to you.
Mm-hmm. Go check out Lamb Woman Knits.
Yep. Check out the Wounded Warrior Project.
Yes.
WoundedWarriors.org or WoundedWarriorProject.org.
Yes. Check out Knit for Brains. For her bags and her patterns.
Yep.
The hat should be out soon.
Cozy Up Girls for the same thing. Cozy Up Knits.
Their patterns. They don't have bags.
Yeah. Or yarn.
So, yeah.
So.
But yeah.
Check out Cherry Pie Cottage.
Yes, definitely. Sorry. My shop is Cherry Pie Cottage on Etsy.
On Etsy.
Yes. But you usually put that up at when I say shop news, right? Or you don't, do you?
No, I don't think I do.
But there will be a link down below to go directly to the shop.
Yep. Tweet the deets.
Yep. Go be our friend on Instagram too. Yep. We like to have friends there too. That's where a lot of information is put out. If it's not on YouTube, Instagram. Instagram is more up to date.
Her Instagram, not mine.
Yes.
I'm a horrible Instagrammer.
Mm-hmm. Because YouTube is every 2 weeks, but I'm on Instagram daily.
Yep.
So, go to Ravelry. We have a group on Ravelry, Cherry Pie Cottage. Go in to our thread, say, hey y'all, and if you're knitting with our yarn, please, please, please post a picture in that thread too. We want to see what you're making.
Put it on Instagram, use the hashtag Cherry Pie Cottage.
Cherry Pie Cottage Yarn.
Hashtag Cherry Pie Cottage Yarn.
We want to see what you're making.
Yep.
So, and if you want to put it in the Ravelry group too, that'd be fantastic. I want to see what you're working on. Also, my yarn is on Ravelry, so you can mark it in your stash. I like to see that. That's cool. Not because I'm like self-absorbed. I just think it's really cool to see stuff I've made out there in the world.
Well, I was saying the other day, it's like weird to us that there are almost 600 people out there that we have never met.
No.
But they know who we are.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we hoped that our YouTube would get to this point and even bigger, but it's like we didn't really expect it to.
This quickly.
You know, we're only just over a year of podcasting, and the fact that not only do we have that many friends, but that because of her bags and yarn, we're going to go to Knit City in Canada.
don't forget, y'all should say, hey y'all, eh?
Golf clap.
So I do plan on bringing some freebies. You're gonna help me. There'll be a lot of unicorn minis.
We're gonna do a mystery box.
Yep.
It's gonna be a cardboard box with a hole in the top of it, and you gotta reach in, and whatever you come out with, that's what you get.
Where are we gonna set up this mystery box, dear?
I'm gonna walk around with it.
Oh, really?
Just walk around the whole convention carrying a big cardboard box.
Mm-hmm.
No?
No. No, we're not gonna do that.
I'll do it.
But if you see us come up and say, hey y'all, eh, you might get some yarn.
A freebie. Who knows?
Yep. Cherry. You might get cherry pick yarn. Sorry. And don't forget, we're also...
That's actually not a bad thing. Kind of fits with our motif.
Yeah. Also, you should go get her. She's in my cabinet in my office.
What, the llama corn?
Yes. Cherry will be going with us. She'll be traveling with us.
You'll meet Cherry. Yeah. Well, they met Cherry last time.
She's our pink llama corn. Yes. She's our...
pink sparkly llama corn.
She's our mascot. She'll be coming with us to Knit City too. So, but I think that's it.
I think that is.
God is good.
Read your Bible.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
No, I'm not going to mute that because then I forget to unmute it later.
Okay, perfect length for my hair. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little bit longer, so this doesn't look so much like a fish fin. It does. It's like spiky, but it goes around. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's because of my cowlick.
Yeah.
Is it cowlick or cowlick?
Cowlick.
Cowlick, like a cow licked your face and now your hair is stuck out. Okay.
That's, yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was cowlick or cowlick.
Pretty sure it's cowlick. Cowlick. But I don't know with our accents. So I've always heard it cowlick, but... But when we say, hey, a cow licked you, it sounds like cowlick, so...
How often do we say, hey, a cow licked you?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's cowlick.